my God.
That's not enough. You have to create, and it has to be better than what you were disrupting. That's a lot to do with an optimistic attitude after what we've been through. So, get ready. I made it, and there wasn't a trail the whole way. It was bushwhacking. I have cuts everywhere to prove it. But I made it this far. I can't go much further up. What is that line? It's like somebody started cutting it and they didn't finish. Anyway, the point is, go outside, take off your shoes, try it out. Just be. Close your eyes, see what happens. Also, while I was bushwhacking, I made a recording, but it's only audio because it was not pleasant getting here. Listen to what I have to say, and then go outside and play. No nonprofit broke enough. No party calm enough. No signal strong enough. No church benevolent enough. No interference. Distorted enough. No amount of darkness that will shut down the truth in all of us. Once you know it, once you feel it, once it's happened, there's no going back. You will always feel it. Even when it's not there, you will notice the absence of it. You will witness the deadness in the eyes of those who don't have it, or know it, or see it, or have seen it, or respect it. Yeah, this place is a game, but it's a game to learn. There were rules. It was a mission. It was an experiment. With everyone that has come before us, that has only shown us a little bit of it, that has only foreshadowed the truth of it. They have sold us out in time, which is irrelevant. Time is everything and nothing. A construct we created to measure. For some of us it goes too slow, for some of us it goes too fast. When the scale tipped, when the light won, it is just a matter of waiting out the evil. Because thought, energy, divine spirit move faster than light. We are impacting the future, dependent on the past, but are in a timeout, waiting for the correction. And some of us are here to help it along. Some of us are here to expedite timelines that haven't closed, that are overdue, that don't serve all, that don't even serve you in most cases. When you forge an agenda that serves a small group in secret, when you enrich yourself in a way that it's taking or stealing from even yourself, your future self, or the rest of us, our future generations. It's not about whatever the catchphrase is of the day. It's the movement of rejecting darkness and embracing inclusiveness, creating win-wins so that we all end up okay or better than. It's not about choosing capitalism or communism or socialism or anarchy. about calling them all right and all wrong and moving on. Taking what we can, learning from the parts that work, not pointing fingers as the primary agenda. Understanding that no one is 100% pure or 100% evil, but we all need to round up. Without getting political, which is impossible, it seems. I remind you that psychopaths came to kill us all in one way or another. Whether it was physically through a virus, or the policies that entangled with it, whether it was the opportunists that followed, or the medicine that made sick. None of it was benevolent enough, for worthy enough for the greater all. And so some have to take that fall. That doesn't mean it's over for them. That doesn't mean they're gone. In some cases, that is the truth, but others live on. They repent to themselves. They strive to do better. It's not even religious. It's just being moral. You can call it do unto others if you want. Do you have a problem with that policy, that you wouldn't throw somebody under the bus to enrich your own life? Seems like a basic thing, no matter how you say it. We don't need a book about it to do it, to live it, not just say it. At every turn, maybe that introspection isn't about connecting to a Holy Spirit you've never heard of or worshipped. Maybe it's just thinking to yourself, hey, what am I doing here? Am I going to be proud of this later? Because we all are responsible to our higher selves. They can be the most critical of them all. When you have to look yourself in the eye at the end of the show, when everything flashes before your eyes, will you be scolding yourself for the things you did wrong that you never fixed? Because you're the one not letting yourself off the hook at the same time as asking for forgiveness. You don't have to go to the Vatican and sit in a box with somebody listening. You just have to reflect and do better next time. Or try to fix something that you look at now and are still paying the karma consequences for, because karma is very much real. Whether you believe in it as an energy outside of people, or whether it's just people that are haters or that are enforcing it, because there are both. So be it. Like I said, no one's pure. I've served my karmic role in the past, but my karma is clear, and I live every day trying to speed up others in their journey of lessons, of just doing better than they were before without causing karma. And when it doesn't work, I've been the karma. I know that, and some of you hate me for it, but you hate yourself less later. You will hate yourself less later if you survive, and you're part of the new way. The new way is coming. Like I said, the light already won. We don't have to delve into conspiracies. This show has been rigged for centuries. Whether it's a translated book that puts us against each other, or wars that no one wins. We're here to say no. We're better than that. We don't need to kill our friggin' neighbors. And money's not that friggin' important that you're going to kill someone for it. Yet, you can go on a site and find people trying to hire hit for hire. And Judas himself sold himself out for 4 months of salary. It's through history. The temptation, go ahead, make it biblical. It's not just in the Bible. Anyway, the point is, do better forward and be part of the future in a positive way. Bring people along when you can. Know that when they succeed, you succeed, because we all succeed. And when some cataclysm happens, which undoubtedly it will, there's no one hiding in a bunker going, ha ha ha, those suckers should have had $1 billion to build a bunker, because they won't survive. They won't. Not in the long run. Those of us that are helping forge part of the solution, the ones of us that seek higher ground but come back and rescue people, those first responders that go in not even realizing that their own friggin' community and government potentially sold them out. Those people that risk their lives every day for not knowing someone, the EMTs, the fire department, all of these people just, they get it. They took an oath to it. And while we're on people that save lives, doctors who can be bought have no place in this new world. Doctors who are independent, doctors who show up to the disaster, are the ones we are calling on to build the new for everyone. And we need to support taking the resources away from those that have betrayed in the past. The organizations that are corrupted, that can be bought, need to be gone and switched out so that something like COVID never happens again. We're already back in our mode. Some people do not realize a biological attack is what it was. I said it as it was happening. I found evidence of it in public sources and doctors that said it. The year before, nobody was saying it. Nobody was preparing for it. Everybody was politicizing it. And the media didn't help. And it was all based in fear, because that's exactly what kills someone. Vibrating in the lowest is fear. And some of us had no fucks to give. We didn't give a shit. Fight till the end, but it wasn't that kind of battle. Chemtrails are keeping people asleep. Fluoride in the water. Everyone wants to politicize it. Enough. You know, the fluoride isn't even fluoride in some cases. It's some hexavalent chromium byproduct. The same thing from that movie that Aaron Brockovich shot 20 years ago. I mean, what else do you need to happen? What other signs will help you get there? You need a plague? We already saw corpses being burned on the street. Some of the biggest countries are turning into second world. You're going to keep paying taxes? You're going to keep voting for psychopaths that literally had a drill on what to do in the case of a pandemic a couple years before it happened in China? Or the doctors and the funding that funded research for this and the next. Oh, and by the way, don't forget AIDS for 30 years. That medicine research ported quite nicely. All the same people, all the same reps, suddenly had patentable solutions. Some of it works. That's probably not what was offered, though. Not in your country, if the case chances are. Now this blood clotting thing. Yeah, well. Somebody might say it's collateral damage, but collateral damage of what? A response to a virus that didn't need to go worldwide, that couldn't be contained, that was formed in a lab, with money that you've probably paid. Okay, collateral damage. When you make the problem, solve the problem, and then take credit for solving the problem that you created, and you benefit at every point, I mean, it's not even... Do you need to think about it long? We have several more minutes before they try to do it again. For some of you, you've known this for a long time, but haven't been able to speak freely, perhaps, or didn't have all the pieces. In some cases, there are pockets of you in every industry, in every government, just waiting for the moment to come where we take it all back. Some of us, it's been 30 years coming. For some of us, even longer, I think. We can get mad, we can divide the generations that fell asleep along the way, but rather than the people and the agendas, let's focus on the what's going forward instead of the people. I have a lot of animosity towards those that let it get this bad, but I have a lot more love for the people that held it together. People who stayed in their jobs, who wanted to retire, but they served something critical. People who run for office in some cases to try to beat the system from the inside. God love them. Holy crap. You have no idea. Some of you are ready for more. Some of you, it's time to organize, but not in the way you think. This isn't pitchforks, okay? I don't advocate the overthrow of government. I advocate the overthrow of a company that is like a virus or a cancer that has grown and is malignant and is blocking. Anarchy is not good. It quite possibly might be better than what we have, though. I wouldn't open that debate. That's not what I'm advocating here. For some of you, this changes nothing. For some of you, you know your part. But for some of you in that situation, you need to tell others. You need to wake others. You need to bring them to the right side of it. You need to show them the why and the what. Don't tell them. Let them come to it. Because they will be a better advocate because of it. Climbing around. For others, it's not what it looks like. And you need to open your mind, your heart, have long conversations about parts you understand and what you can do and what you need to help have not happen in some cases. Remember, decoys? Some people's purposes can be just to stop something from happening. I know all about the decoys that find me. Some of them are misguided too, and you can even convince them that they're aligned with the wrong side, that they have been told lies. Or maybe it's simple, like they're just doing it for money, and that's an easier conversation. It's like, you really want to stop something that's going to have a better and more highest, best good for all, just for money. And you're willing to throw your life away on it? No, you're on the wrong side then. There's no glory for the devil. He wants you alive, serving his agenda. Like I said, the light already won. We're just correcting it. As above, so below. We're waiting for it. We're creating it in reality. We're waiting for things to balance so that it's possible. We're holding on for one more day because that's what we've been told to do, maybe. Just like the person that's sitting next to the button who wants to retire 10 years ago, but he knows he needs to be right by that button. Not to push it, to make sure it's not pushed. But even that's got a second level now. It's already happened. We won, okay? Recalibrate. Stop the hate. Realize that winning didn't mean somebody had to lose. That was on the side of everyone. And that is what it's about. If you're with everyone, if you're for the greater, highest good, even if you're benefiting above everyone else, you're still okay. We're not asking for socialism or capitalism to go away. You just have to do it and make sure it's not at the expense of a shit ton of people that are trying to survive, who are part of the light, and even part of the dark. And before you try to go hire a pawn to do a hit for you, ridiculous, seriously. Before you go hire a pawn to go do a hit for you on the dark web, know that there are laws you don't believe in or understand that govern that. And when you do that, you are weaponizing someone. You're making them a pawn. You're outsourcing it. And the law that governs that is no weapon shall prosper against somebody of the light, against somebody that's fighting the good fight. It's just not possible. It's like you would upset the universe in a way that is not tolerable, and then you'll be dealt with. Not by me, not by somebody that you know. It'll just happen in a way that you'll know, shit, that was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. And hopefully, you'll survive it. And you'll learn from it. And you won't make a habit of it. Because if you do, it just goes worse from there. It just gets worse from there. And some of us, with the consciousness, with our unexplained abilities, with whatever you don't believe today, we just see it coming a mile away. And I don't know when I started talking in haiku. It just happened. It's not haiku, is it? Prose? It's amazing that I speak in prose because I've always hung out with stupid hoes. I love you all lots. But some of you need to balance out before it's gone too far. You really do. Take heed in what I'm saying. Be wary of anyone, any organization, any person, any leader, any company that says 100% certainly anything that I'm saying. Like, you need to use your discernment. But this is what has come to me. This is what I have lived by most of my life. Knowing that judgment is a thing, whether it's external to us, internal to us, or both, or whether we're just a set of eyes working out a problem that was devised by something bigger than us. If you know your role, go for it. stop you. But if you're not sure, do nothing. Go meet your maker and have a discussion with yourself. Don't wait for a Messiah. Don't wait for Jesus to come back. And it's Joshua, by the way. I know everyone has a right to call him Jesus if they want, but I have the right to correct them. The same way that I'll hold another group responsible for killing the first one. I'm just a messenger. The end times are not what's written. It's not over. It's the beginning. Do you want to be part of it? If you do, take your learnings, level up. Make things right if you've got a chance, is the other thing. I'm so surprised when people double down on their... Like, I've been there, I think, but it was years, decades ago before I learned and realized it doesn't get you out. It just gets you deeper. It just gets you deeper and further from where you need to be in this moment. And it's not the year, okay? It's not the year. These next years is not the time to be trying a new scam. It's not the time to be trying to defraud someone. To be living extremely out of your means. It's just not the time. And to the bunker builders, God love you. You're probably going to need that protection. Maybe not from the elements so much as the people that you aren't helping, that you aren't inviting, that you don't value as human. All humans intrinsically have value and matter. Some of them earn their way down that ladder, but they still have the opportunity to fix it, to stop it, to start doing and acting in a better way. Don't just take what somebody says, including me, without letting it really resonate or be rejected by you and your higher self. We don't need fakeness. We don't need people being fake. Just sit still and let us do the heavy lifting. If you don't believe that this is the way, just do no harm. Because that's step one. Do no harm. Don't interrupt somebody else's free will. Don't interrupt what's serving the greater good. Don't succeed when you have to push someone down and make them fail. And you'll be fine too. But it'll be a lot quicker if we all get on the same page. And that's the point of this message. You know what to do, some of you. You've known for a long time. It's time. It's showtime. Anyone that's waiting for an election to do the right thing, don't put it on one administration and a limited set of years. Don't do that. Don't wait for that. Yeah, support that, but it's for all of us to fix. And it's more than one country. The next stage is about collapsing a lot of that and sharing between countries. The first step is to stop hating because people told us to hate each other. They only did that as a distraction, and it worked.
there are churches everywhere. There are just churches in this whole country as a church. And then there's one in the train station too. Can't we get extra Johns? And it says in our faith, don't eat you. They're a little ipaboodled and they can be.